What's up guys, Spin Firearms here, and if you've ever seen a video from this channel, you know that I absolutely love pocket carry. Now I don't pocket carry 100% of the time, not even close, but there is a great place in everyday carry for pocket carry. I'll give a lot of examples as we go on, but first off, hit the like button, drop a comment down below, tell me what you think of pocket carrying, tell me what you carry today, what holster, what everyday carry defensive ammo. Please tell me you're carrying defensive ammo, not ball ammo, and let's continue and get into the video. First off, I'm going to start by introducing my pocket carry options. Now, in the order that they go, the one that I carry the most is going to be my Glock 42, which as you can see, it's in a Kydex pocket holster. This is a Vetter pocket locker holster, which we're going to get into, and my Bodyguard. Those are my go-to carries right now for pocket carry. On top of that, I have a Beretta Pico, which is an unreliable as can be right now, so that'll be getting sent back, hopefully a new guide rod or whatever the fix is. 100% reliable. Diamondback DB9 Gen 4 takes plus P 9mm 6+1, the only 9mm pistol I think still in production that is that size, I believe. You know, tell me in the comments if I'm wrong, but I believe that's the only one still in production. The Ruger LCP Max. We're going to talk about holsters like this as well. Is pocket carry safe? Ruger LCP Max 10+1 setup, been 100% reliable. Here's the original Ruger, sorry, the LCP. This one doesn't lock back on the last shot, which threw me for a loop at first, but very shootable pistol, been 100% reliable. Is a holster like this okay? We're going to talk about it. Taurus Spectrum, 100% reliable, $200 pocket pistol, looks futuristic, feels really good in the hand, very ergonomic. The smoothest shooting pocket pistol out there, which we're going to get into as well. Also, I do pocket carry. I don't consider this a full-blown pocket pistol, but this is my work carry, and I carry this 55 to 60 hours per week. Once again, you're going to notice the theme here, in a Vetter pocket locker holster. It just is what it is. Now, we're also going to talk about our holsters like this, okay, and we're going to get into it. I want to start off by saying the #1 choice of pocket holster for me is going to be Vetter pocket locker holsters. Why? Because they're the same thing as a regular holster. They're just without, you know, your clips on it, right? It's something that can fit in your pocket. Also, it contours to your body. As you can see, it'll fit right on your thigh where it's going to be sitting in your pocket. Also, it is a claw to get hooked in your pocket, but make sure you get the thumb tab. The thumb tab is the most important part, which these are supposed to act together and fling that holster off, right? I also have one for the Ruger LCP Max. I have one for my FN503, which I pocket carried for 3.5 years while working 55-60 hours a week as a new construction plumber. And it ran, like I said, not a single issue with them. Also, this is my carry, 55 to 60 hours per week, doing new construction plumbing. Not a single issue. We're going to get into it. But as you can see, I put this type of holster on my LCP Max because this is what comes with it, right? And pocket carrying for me is all about how you do it, right? It's with anything with firearms. How you train with it, how you carry, it's all, like I've heard said before, it's all a system. It all has to work together. It all has to come together. And so something like this for me, for pocket carry, is unacceptable. If it wiggles like this, if it flops around, if it, you know, if your firearm comes out of it, you don't think that it's going to deform and enter your trigger guard at some point? It could. Is it gonna? Chances are probably not, but it sure could. This could get in there. Is it enough to pull a trigger? Well, depends on what you're doing, what activities you're doing, what kind of trigger it is, and so on. But something like this, I never, ever trust. I hold on to it to show you guys this. Spend the $20 to $70 on a new pocket holster, which I'm going to have some new pocket holster options coming to the channel soon, so stick to that. Something like this was a pocket holster that I kept alive for a while until I got my new Vetter pocket locker holster. This is what I carried my Bodyguard in. And what's very interesting and cool about this holster is it fits almost every single pocket pistol out there. It was shaped to literally fit almost any pocket pistol out there and just, you know, form to it, right? So that's what it does. It actually has a very nice texturing. I don't know what kind of material all this is, but the inside is 100% smooth. It passes the flap around test a little bit, but at the same time, this can get deformed, but there are no pieces that would actually enter that trigger guard and have enough momentum or force to pull that trigger. So I consider something like this safe. But once again, my go-to is the pocket locker holsters. Next up are the DeSantis Nemesis holsters. Now, I really like these pocket holsters. These aren't flappy at all. They have a very smooth interior, and they are stiff. You know, I'm not pushing super hard, but you know, when it's in your pocket, it's gonna be getting forced this way. It's not gonna be getting forced this way. But the Nemesis pocket holster, I do consider that safe for carry. but that's more of a gym shorts carry for me, or a less active. But the point of pocket carry is, for example, going to the park with your kids, taking your dog for a walk, or you're going to get milk and you're in a neighborhood that tends to be safe, right? Like, but types where I'd carry something else, like my Hellcat, my Glock 26s, you know, my Glock 27, my M&P 40C, stuff like that. That would be more carried if I go to a mall, if I go to downtown to the city, if I'm going to an area that tends to have more issues or more crime or more problems. I just tend to carry based off my life. So here's the main thing. I want to be able to defend myself and protect my family, but at the same time, I don't want to lose out on opportunities to do activities with them, go certain places, and so on. Therefore, I carry accordingly. My number one thing I got ripped apart for on some video, which makes no sense, is some guy was saying, how dare you pocket carry at a playground? That's felony behavior. First of all, no, it's not. Second of all, I'm not a felon. Third of all, nothing ever happened. Fourth of all, I'm going to have a pistol on me at all times, and that's what pocket carrying is about. It's being able to have something on you that nobody else can see. Here's the thing. We live in a world that's absolutely insane, and when a crazy person wants to do something, there's nobody that can stop them except for somebody with a firearm, right? And that's just how it is. So if I'm at the park, and my Smith & Wesson bodyguard is in a Kydex holster, even has a manual safety on it. I don't use it, but you could. Even has a manual safety on it. Has a 1,000,000-pound trigger, right? Which is pretty normal for pocket carry. And that's sitting in my pocket, and I'm playing with my kids. What is the problem with that? It's never going to be used until I absolutely have to use it, right? He goes, oh, you're going to traumatize the other kids on the playground if you have to use it. Wouldn't you rather be alive and traumatized than not alive? I mean, I don't understand these people's thinking. It's not going to change my way of carrying. It's not going to change my way of living. I have had someone before at a Chipotle call me out for carrying. I came from the range. I was carrying outside the waistband, but still concealed underneath the shirt. But it was printing a little bit. And she goes, how dare you carry? And I was actually with my daughter, and we were picking up Chipotle. And she goes, how dare you carry a firearm? I feel so unsafe. I said, ma'am, this is the safest you've been all day. And I just left, got my food, and left. But that's the thing. We aren't the crazy people. We aren't the ones doing all this illegal stuff or breaking the law or committing crimes and hurting people. We're the people just trying to live our lives, protect our families, and just enjoy life, right? So for pocket carry, like I said, I'm very active, around other people, all that. And this is what I carry at work. Not one person feels uncomfortable that knows about it. Nothing. And nothing ever happens. And at the same time, this is larger than a pocket pistol, but I'm still able to pocket carry it with the holster and everything. And this is chambered in 357 SIG, and it's going to be a 7+1 setup. So this is enough. And people are going to say, oh, a single stack, blah, blah. This is what I feel comfortable carrying with at work. And that's all everyday carry is about. This is perfect for me. It's light enough, slim enough, has enough power. When you use civil liberty defense rounds, it even saves you some more weight. And this I find to be the best overall choice for what I do for a living because it runs while dirty and so on. It is just the choice that I use. But is pocket carrying safe? Yes. These firearms don't go off by themselves. They just don't. You have to physically pull the trigger. And like I said, for that playground situation, I've done some crazy things. I've played, like shooting hoops by myself with a pistol in my pocket, right? I've gone on walks. I've gone on crazy bike rides. That's the major thing about pocket carry, right? If I'm going to be going on a bike ride, pulling my kids while they're in their little, whatever you call it, the little wagon stroller thing that goes behind the trailer, behind the bike, and I'm going to be sitting, do I want a Glock 45? If I'm going to be in a generally safe area, do I want this and all this to be hitting my stomach and rubbing and this hitting my crotch area or groin? No, that's just uncomfortable and unreasonable. What about throwing just a little Taurus Spectrum in your pocket? 6+1, 100% reliable, 7+1 with the bigger mag? Yes, that's perfect. I can pedal, I can do everything I'm doing, I can move, I can be active, and it can just be, it can just exist. A lot of the times, it honestly just feels like you're throwing another iPhone in your pocket. And honestly, when I go on these, we go to a different park every weekend, or we try to at least, but we do go to the park every week, every weekend, stuff like that. My main goal is to go to the park, enjoy my time with my kids, not even have to think about a firearm, not have to think about anything going wrong, nothing, and then just make it home. But still, in the same exact situation, if I had to, I know my Glock 42 is there for me. And I know that nobody's going to get injured. I wouldn't carry a firearm if I thought it was dangerous to my children. I wouldn't hug my kids if I thought my firearm would be a danger to them. It just is what it is. And if you carry firearms and do it properly, you choose the right firearm, the right holster, the right setups, nothing will ever go wrong unless you physically take it out, and pull that trigger. So the other thing about everyday carry is I'm very big into saying it's everyday carry, but all day carry. Everyone just wants to say everyday carry, so they might carry, they get home from work, then they grab the pistol when they go to the store and come back. What about all day at work? You don't think anything can go there? Go off there, search things that happen in people's workplaces. You will be amazed. Other situations, they carry all day at work, they come home, they go on a dog walk. I'm just telling you guys, it doesn't hurt to have something this tiny and just throw it in the pocket with a good holster, and good defensive ammo is key. Underwood Extreme Defenders, Civil Liberty Defense rounds, all sorts of specialty ammo out there. Can't hurt to throw this in your pocket, take it with you. You won't even know it's on you. As long as you train with this stuff, as long as you put some rounds through it downrange monthly, okay? You don't have to shoot this every weekend, but maybe once a month, put 2 mags downrange. Put 1 box of the hollow points you carry downrange. You will be fine. It's enough to defend yourself. A lot of people also get concerned about how to draw these kind of firearms out of a pocket. Once again, it's all system. You got to make sure your pockets can fit this. You got to make sure your pockets are accessible enough for a fast enough draw. You got to make sure that you're pushing down on the push tab. Therefore, this can hook. And a lot of times this shoots out of your pocket and becomes a distraction to whatever's going on, allowing you and buying you some more time, hopefully to get on target, or just letting shots go from the hip if you have to, if you're in that sort of situation. But 90% of self-defense encounters, you're going to be up close and personal with them, and this 6+1 setups are going to be just fine. I think the perfect 2 firearms to have is to have something like I know this Glock 26 setup looks a little crazy right here, but this isn't my everyday carry, but have a Glock 26, something that can take larger magazines, that's very shootable, that you can everyday carry. Forget the comp for this portion of the video. And then have a pocket pistol. Something you can take to the playground, and when you go to lift your kid out on the monkey bars, the people aren't saying, "Oh my gosh, I saw a pistol on his appendix. I saw it. Oh my goodness, he has a gun. Oh my," or let's leave, or let's call the cops, even though it's 100% legal. You know what I mean? Like, this avoids a lot of awkward conversations, a lot of confrontations, stuff like that. Once again, at the same time, you can still defend yourself, still protect your family. So I think pocket pistols are extremely safe. You just got to do it right. It's all system. Train with your firearms, guys. Make sure they're reliable. Get a good holster for them. Make sure that they run in the outfits you're wearing, and it should be no worries. But I think this is a great way to make your life very easy. It's a way where you can still do activities and still go places and be active and be physical and do things with your kids and still have something on you that's not going to impact your ability to enjoy life. That is the ultimate reason for pocket pistols. That's the ultimate reason why I have them. I appreciate you guys watching. Let me know in the comments your thoughts, but you're not going to change my opinion. These are safe. I don't care what you say unless you're pulling the trigger. I have too much experience with them. Carry them every single day of my life. Not a single issue. Thanks for watching, guys.